crazy. Yo says I'm the crazy motherfucker. I write too goddamn much. I spit too goddamn much. But now we out here hitting you with volume 2. Bong Bong, Q's, Erie PA, Australia. How the fuck we do. It's that shit, my nigga. Y'all speaking, I'm addressing minds, my lyrics, Yo is narrating the storytelling. George the Star is George the Star. I can't even really describe that shit. You know what I mean? We gon' murk it, gon' bury it, gon' destroy Emcees, I'ma take them out like a chariot. Y'all asking for too much, man. Fucking rap these days, man. Shit's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even writing, ain't even rhyming, ain't speaking. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here penning darts, lyrics, my nigga, fucking writer. Straight killing it. Since 9-6, since I was in fucking high school, my nigga. I've been crushing it. You know what I'm saying? You about to hear some sick shit from 3 Emcees. I'm the sheep lord coming at ya. Got Mitski Yo in the wings. Got George the Star, the dog half, in the cut. We straight ripping this shit. I don't give a fuck. You motherfuckers, go suck my fucking dick. You bastards. 3 Emcees. SH double. LORD.
Glaciers drip, displacement, hated by some 38 men. Rough estimate, Siberian forces in the forest guarded by elves. The fortress sits across a moat. The more you know, the less there is to learn. Burned by a bird, unbiased opinion, unless I said something different. Buttons on remote controls control the drone. Remove the clothes, 3 Emcees got them hit girls. Clo, cold down to the bone. Mr. Yo, Sheep Lord, George Stark and Pete Carroll. Lead them the wrong way. We leave a trail of decay. Get out of my way. 1,200 little league pitchers and they're all little shit eaters. That is correct. I am the meet and greeter. Take up space like a heater. Quite unique in his approach of throwing bags in holes. Some call it a sport. I laugh like a joke. I sound like the noise it makes when you put a bicycle playing card in a bicycle spoke. The Buick rides like a boat. You look broke? Here's $1. We're all standing in a circle like the movie Circle. Trapped in a room like Cube, the root of all evil. Sigma, egg hatches in the microwave where it's too late to save. They ask why the yellow Gatorade tastes like piss. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. James and the giant peaches. One hand reaches while the other one takes. Orange lights on a beacon. If I'm not mistaken, you were bedridden. Mr. Yo was heavily influenced by Paris Hilton. Watch the replay back in slow motion. I'm dodging bullets like Wanted.
Drop you like a nuke, rebuke the flukes. Get green like Dr. Bruce Banner. Holmes, I got the hammer like Thor. Battle the ball like Picard. Defeat you in deep space, rinse and repeat like Voyager. Toys with you like Superman vs. Batman. I'ma leave this verse unedited, the Snyder cut. I'm the Lex Luthor to your Freddy Krueger. The dream doctor to your proctologist. Milk your threats, sucking them plump breasts. Address the best is, delete you like a hard drive. Marvel at these captains that tend to nosedive. I'm a detective in the comics, the valiant image. I vomit heat rocks at you lots you can't polish. Demolish what you devour, trying to climb these 2K towers. Cut your hand off and hand you these flowers in your honor.
Back at it. Again. Disproportionate. Weight distribution. You don't stand a chance. I dance. A succubus sorceress enchant. goodbye to your family. The anemone will eventually become our enemy. In a league of their own like girls, softballs to the dome. Sizzling steak fajitas served on a steaming hot plate. I like 'em younger, but I'll take 'em older. Spoiled, rotten to the core. 814, hardcore. Curdled milk in the summer. Wash it, wipe it. I'm banging a MILF like Vegeta's wife is. Tattoos on our eyelids of irises. Ivory tusks were auctioned off to benefit the elephants. Bend it backwards like David Beckham. Jessica Alba, Lauren Phillips.
Version 2. It's a thinner form that specializes in speed. Version 3. Hideous, isn't it?
It's cool. Do you have anything else?
I do. Version 4. I tried to make it look like a flower. Do you think it's cute and lifelike?
Get out my face, get out my face, you people so phony. 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 Pull out my waist, the eagle 440.
Feels like a tumor in your brain. Jackie Chan drinking Master E chain. Pole dicks and cold cancer. Doom these hoes like hoes giving brains. Off the chain making your main. Well educated goddesses, I ain't gonna shame ya. Dig yourself out of the gutter, you just can't. You just flustered over your whole day. Shown shame, whole clinks and clits. Dipping, building nice butts. The gram sluts. You know how my flows are nuts. I blow through your brain cell just to get gas. And they end up in Ziploc bags. Cooper Quail, put you down in L. Male jail player, horses be riding. I do fear none, nah son. I'm on that Friday 13 shit, snapping necks in the park in the dark. Dark arts, off your medical, can't even settle the rhetoric. I'm a terror on this shit. Fake faded, face lated, top raise, ace in the hole. Facelift your goatees, you can't hold me. I ain't gonna quit, I'm too legit to quit. I straight spit with mics, you ain't got shit. Flip your lid, put down your wig. The lyrical mind beat is coming. Fuck around, play your mind like Patricia Drummond's. I'm sunning, gun running, my swords will leave you coming. I ain't got the cape cow. With mics, I'm a file. Put you in a fight, delete you, then compress you. Reboot, then readdress you. You ain't got shit like Fran Drescher. Y'all motherfuckers be daring to test ya.
Rub it in like alcohol. Kid, I'm poisonous like control. 2020 flow. On the verge with a sword to spear you in the chest like Edge. You will never need me until you miss me. I'm 20 degrees below zero, temperature meter registers negative. Kid, I'm jiggling like the tits on Regina Spektor when she's playing the piano. Mr. Yoza fucking accomplished the murder. I burgled the furniture like Hamburger. Hot pink paint job on the imported Suzuki tuner. 10-minute hand jobs from the Asian masseuse at Esquire's who looks a lot like Devin Aoki. Told her to bend over like I dropped my pencil. I'm nice with the sharpest utensils, tighter than an infant. 3 Emcees, volume 2, written in Verdana font on the cover. George Stark in the cut like cleaner. We are all professionals at what we do like Leon. She had a short dress on like Dana from Batman Beyond. I wore basketball shorts to the PR. Big arms like X-Star, you don't wanna get harmed. I was an X-Star like Tara Patrick. Boy, my darts are sick. 3 triple 20s or even the hat trick. Kid, I'm going out in 6. Illegitimate competition gets stomped into oblivion. Son, you should probably stop when and if you are ever ahead. Just a suggestion. The girls are longing for my attention like a young Justin Bieber on tour. Mr. Yo, medium length hair looking like a chia pet. Fully grown, I be keeping them in check. You already know.
Out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist, the eagle 440.
Hey yo, old school Gotti with the shot into your body. There'll be no witness, y'all gon' dismiss. Since y'all can't exist this sickness, I'm the infectious, a virus to your seriousness. Akin to the wind that blows, I'm the air you breathe, I'm the food you devour and receive. Blown black, throw black shots. She comes so hard, she's the real MVP. Y'all can Kaepernick, but you ain't playing like Kaepernick. You're out here cussing and fussing, but you won't say Voldemort, get off my court. Y'all can't dunk on like Hakeem. Y'all can't block like Mutombo. Y'all can't change a like Manning. Y'all can't shoot the fifth like Rambo. Y'all can't be clutch like Kobe. Y'all can't break ankles like Iverson. Y'all can't do it like Mike. Y'all can't be a pro star like Bo Jackson. Y'all ain't a gunslinger like Brett Favre. I'm a top gun like Tom Cruise. Bomb you fools with ribs like Martin. Crack jokes on you and tell you how it is like Richie Pryor and Dave Chappelle. Oh hell, I'm colder than
I'm colder than a call trying to sell high-scale escort girls on the low. Colder than ice after you smoke. Colder than Kawhi on the court. Cold, cold like diamonds that glow. Cold, cold like ignore. Cold like war. I'm colder than the freezer section at the store. That's cold, yo, so cold. Never warm. In the fridge, I keep it cold. I'm colder than the blade of a saw, brah brah. I'm Elsa in the dresses, throwing snow like an ice princess. I already told ya I'm cold, missus. Brr, cause I'm so frozen. I'm made with the endothermic. Y'all couldn't pass like Rondo. You can't defense like Ron Artest. You ain't bad like Baby. You ain't a leader like Tom Brady. You can't perform like Jason Giambi. You can't invent like Nicola. You can't write books like Nabokov. You ain't no porn star like Natalie Mars. And you ain't involved with the kid like parent-teacher conferences.
It's that lunchroom rap with the flows over pounds on the table, or in rhythm on the beatboxing. It's that lunchroom rap. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping. It's that lunchroom rap. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping. Straight spit, rip the tee, shirt off your chest. Got these big mind amigos, seeing me like a sequel. There is no equal, no snakes in the wild. Kick Shaleen, John Claude Van Damme, no plan. Find your keepers, lose those reapers. Y'all lies get lined in the sand. Drawn dead man by the hand. Crown off the corpse. Taking breaks from waking corpses. Morphing flows like flying dolphins. Dropping elbows like Macho. Scorpion deathlock like Sting. Bring you in the ring like Alistair Black. Take away your property like the Reaper Man. Devastate your little regime like a hurricane. Earthquake, do you smell what sheep is?
What sheep is what?
It's that lunchroom rap with the flows over pounds on the table, or in rhythm on the beatboxing. It's that lunchroom rap. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping. It's that lunchroom rap. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping. If you're sleeping on me, you best be napping.
I take a lot of naps. Sheep, if they're sleeping on me, they must be dead in a casket. Or deaf and can't read closed captions. I am not asking. Put the feed roll in the secret compartment. The mask is not optional when we're out here doing bad shit with your cousins. It's me and your cousin, banging like percussion in your aunt's kitchen while I record it on a camera to submit to Brazzers later. My calculated assessment of the situation took into account the consequences if we were caught. Risk versus reward. My name is on boards because I reap all rewards. Ask Sheep Lord and George. We should give it a go. I think no, but whatever. In a constant power struggle with your significant other. I plowed driveways with a shovel when I was a youngster. Pile driver, Stone Cold Steve Austin with a Budweiser. Bud, you are not the wiser. 50-year-old me should be uploaded into an Android like 18. Wires in place on my veins. Cut me and you'll see the electricity pulsate. The current running through your blade will leave you evaporated. My flow is medicated. Eyelids become dilated. Mr. Yo, combat medic on vacation. He's not looking for any sort of validation from you. Our main office location had a cancellation. Would you like me to see if they could squeeze you in? Just a tip. You don't have to tip. Auntie up them dividends at the end of each visit, kid.
I visit kids in the lunchroom and munchrooms. Pack a cone for Jerome, but only once I punch two. As principal, my principles are listed full as printed rules. And in this school I write from phones, I'm like Jon Snow invincible. Sheep and yo, keep the show flowing smoothly. My bros slowly proofread each sketched out poem you see, printed in your best textbooks next to crooked rows of crooked prose, you crooked hoes, best to look it up. And yo, we cook it up like fry pans. Get yourself a copy, I could hook it up like my man, for whom I'm waiting. Shrooms upgrading for the lunchroom. We bake wheat cakes and I'm making more to munch through. Coming soon to a lunchroom near you, a goo to consume, and it comes through clear tubes. It's said to provoke intense hallucinations, provide the insight to make sense of gooks and Asians.
Hold on, I beg to differ. If we found the hidden treasure chest out west, we'd be set forever. That is just hypothetical. Theoretically speaking, I'm better than all you other motherfuckers. On land, the hostages are used as offerings. The linebacker Dante Hightower tackles and then slaps you in the face with what remains of your cane. What the fuck is this dude saying? I aspire to ascend to the highest level and be the greatest ever, whether I have to grind this castle again or start from the beginning. The Cypher of Black Lotus Petalz is about to begin. How would you like to battle? Kid, just step in. A bell rings upon your entrance. You haven't yet been granted permission of admittance. It took a minimal amount of effort to extort the new girl next door, involved in another scandal. I knocked on it and ran right through it, like the Kool-Aid dude, you already know it. Christian in the lake with Betty, breaking hearts like Tom Petty. A whole lot of lesbians nowadays, what do you think? They try to get close to me like shave. I gave them the hard shove away, now they're somewhere out in orbit with Europa, floating like a balloon after you blow it. Told her, he, she, you can blow it. Let Sheeplord spit the chorus. A choir of organs, 3 Emcees, scenes look daunting after we finish. Home improvement. A thesaurus was used to reference if a certain word shared a similar definition. Definitive suggestions, we settled on frozen stiff. Volume 2.
I'm a Guido, mine's a Ramigo. Let go your ego, put you down. Crush oranges, soda batches. Muscling through power supplies, dropping flights, mind out of control. Beams and means lean off the cream. Come moves everything around, mama. Phone call karma, do it dharma. I don't need my peg leg egg plagued. I repeat, approximate your feet. I'm a blazer king, got that piff with the wind. I repeat, approximate your feet. When I get heat, I repeat, approximate your feet. Out here it's muggy as fuck. Heading to the mall so it's cold all hell. Y'all power out so your lights flickering. Flickering flows, ripping holes, spit flows. I'm out here celebrating, minds are maintained. Drinking Jack and Coke, flames are stoked. Got DJs asking for replays. I relay, approximate your feet. I repeat, I relay, heat. Approximate your feet. No, I repeat, I relay. Approximate your feet. Best street bubble goose coats. North Face fleeces. Flexing, Jason and the Argonauts. Golden fleece. Heist Medusa. Rooster in the morning. Waking up to a new dawn. Break through like wild animals in Jumanji. When animals attack humanity, stupidity is ludicrously ridiculous. Playing chess, not checkers. Y'all know who's better. Is the best even now. SH Dub covering flesh with blades of rust. Tell them chaos is coming. That's a Duke of Boom for you loons. I'm crashing Area 51 like a nigga on the lawn eating. I disperse heat beefing, cooking Emcees like barbecues. If you're grilling me, you must want me to spark it up like Duel of the Iron Mics. Let you just sleep, my spit retreat. Never. We beat Emcees like movements during a protest. What's the question? I'm testing you like lines, iron minds, tight rope dimes, clocking mine on the Isle Wildin' like baboons in a safari. Plunger mine hunting, got stunned like wannabes. If I see the shine, I take titles. This isn't wrestling. I'm testing you like number 2 pencils for real. Appealing to many as I sharpen my sword. Cut cords lengthily, logically disturbing the peace like Godzilla stomping through Mount Fuji. If you are me, aka the Plasmatic, carrying 8 or 9 guillotines. Mechanized, destined to question every everlasting thing you do. Gotta punish Emcees. I'm daddy with a belt, smacking you down like King Kong. Ain't got nothing on me.
I cock back the hammer. Sheeplord, I don't understand how you write so many damn bars. Mr. Yo, don't try it. I'm on an assignment. Got the AC blasted in my residence cause the block is hot like pocket. You couldn't find a better pocket. My support skills are out of pocket. In an apron I am making chef salad. She plays with the drawstring on my shorts. I suppose that when we are together, I feel somewhat better. I've supplied power to the towers in New Amsterdam alongside the water. Son, they tried to lock us in like land in Michigan. Kid, I shine bright like eyes that are wide awake in the morning. If I catch you yawning, it is over. In like the Matrix, I reloaded.
Wow, that was pretty clever for a guy like you. Way to go. Way to really stick it to him this time.
I have to admit, I knew all along that you had it in you, but you kind of surprised me on this one. It's more impressive than I expected.
Unfortunately, that brilliant move came a little too late. Let me down.
Huh?
Please, let me down. You think all you gotta do is just throw that thing away and then I'll relax? You don't need a weapon to kill me. If you really wanted to, you could easily kill me with your bare hands.
What do you want me to do then?
What do I want you to do? Put your hands over your head and turn around slowly.
There, how's this?
Sorry for making you wait so long. I'm almost done here, I promise.
Oh, you've got company. Is she looking for something specific down there, or just digging around?
I don't know. Maybe she's looking for that dead body she chopped up a few months back.
I spit like a soft-spoken muse in little to no clothing, while sheep lords in the laboratory examining how I'm managing to be glowing fluorescent like a scorpion. Kid, my kid is full, like I can't fit no more in. I got the power in my hands like coalescence. I want you now more than ever, but I don't need you any different. Mr. Yo with the pen is a young Thomas Jefferson signing the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Real important shit. I coexist on a planet with plants and animals. I am able to transform like a vampire. My cards are on the table, waiting for you to move. May I propose? I suppose. So there's this girl I know in like a, yeah, you know what, bro? Never mind. I don't want to impose the pliers or needle nose. I shuffle my commander back into the deck. We should all measure our own success and happiness with no comparisons to what others may or may not have. I catapult myself like a pumpkin into your section to wreak havoc. WTF. 3 Emcees are raw motherfuckers. WWF. Check your status, update your status. I'm Trish Stratus in a Dodge Stratus, perhaps, or maybe not. I'm your dad with the belt from up off the top rope. I jump. Bitch, are you dumb? I said I wasn't done. Told her to come back here and then put it in her ass like a plug. She said, hun. I responded, what? Son, it's the 3 Emcees on stage with live instruments like Rush. Don't get your panties in a bunch. There is not a bunch of us. My hands are in her long black hair like a scrunch. I am the flavor of the month. Ask your waiter for a sample. Mr. Yo and Sheeplord, 3 Emcees, JR Samples.
Why on earth would you choose to use such an ill-behaving weapon?
Escape like air, debonair, deadly whippery short swing. You cut it down, cherry tree, battle the force, the amount of bat on the swords. Cut you, put your brain side out for 7 days, right in May. How you act like, hey, I got the gun to spray, my sword will leave you like a box cut the J. How you running sword swing, y'all ain't feeling the flows. I gotta ring the bling, you ain't seeing my rhymes like merciless me. Put you in a body cast, check out your body blast, body shot with a plastic blast. Aftermath, draft the map, you ain't got shit but you cast. Got a flow looking like a burger, fried up dough. My young flows the floors of Mars blow. You ain't got shit but your hand hawk, the force low. Y'all don't even know what I said. How you gonna run, try crossword in the puzzle, son?
this, I move like that. Dodge and weave. On the track, I snatch your weave. Magenta and Steve. In paradise with the trees, with the blood on the leaves. Me and Sheep Lord be big bros, yo. Sweeping up the competition with a fine bristle broom. Armed to the tooth with bazookas that shoot. Smoke swirls on our shoulder. I'll never wear a tank top, you're too fat to walk. Tangled like Tango Amigo in El Salvador in allegedly what is an expensive material that I heard was some sort of leather. At the bridal shower, I was the maid of honor. Made of Asiago powder, sugar, spice, and everything else nice. Mr. Yo on the mic is the blue Power Ranger like Bubbles. Peanut butter cups and cherry blossoms. Up inside ya like your intestines. Oh well, kid, I'm still shining bright like light.
He acted like he was the master of that place.
The master of the library. Antisocial, always dressed in black. He gave almost all of us girls the creeps.
Motherfuckers ain't kidding, I'm daring to test in the weapon. We're cheering the line, the mind, the Armageddon. I'm blazing your mind, the red, and you ain't feeling the setting. The rhyme set it, murdering flows, get it. You ain't got the shit to levitate. I burn Emcees down and gravitate. Would you gravitating toward my swords? I leave you cord, the bind, the board more. I rip minds, the murdering, close your rings. You got shot, pull the trigger, nigga, know my sting. Pure sport, athletic, burn you like a disc drive. With mics all alive, the mind, the blind eye. How you running and gunning and done money? The motherfucker, you daring to test some old sonnin'. How you running the gun, run a sword swing, cut a nigga down, bring the sting. With mics, never seen a ring. How you running, sword swing, cut a dozen. Put your brain cell down to dozens. Nigga, euphoria, weapon Victoria. You're touring like a Final Fantasy Emporium. MCs don't even got the decorum. I rip mics out your accordion, cordial when you approach me. Keeping mics dosey-dose, blows in the moke. Now you know my flow flay. Fish fin bay, cut ya, switch swipe. How you wish watch, put your arm a time clock in the mock. How you running the Mach 5? I spit lock knives, Glock 9s, sword swing cut mines. Chop down from heaven, MCs don't even got the bevel blade. Check the revel lay. I'm a rebel without a pause. Put down your brains, take a shit, drop down your baby drawers. Y'all ain't got a pause. Put you with the rhetoric, I'm dead in it. I destroy MCs with no evidence. Placate the words I dedicate. Dictate, we bait your official straight. Bracing for impact. It's a logic you cannot comprehend. Pretend your ends beyond the deep end. Reach in and snatch back what you lost. Cost them like a leg, arm, head. Didn't you think equivalent exchange was change? In exchange for what you wanted. Provost, hold your hose, close rips, drifts between others. There's the internet. Wanna bet on books or faces and spaces, but of minds or other eyes. When my houses be actives, operating depths of the midnight, right in the darkest night, waiting for the brightest day. Taking the bait up for the task, with just a sword and shit and a gift flask. My wrist never crash, adjust your career. Drink a brew with the few, drink a brew with the crew. I gets all new, speaks off the dome, rips out your spine like scorpion. You ain't torturous, I'm Sid Vicious of this MIC kid. Put your favorite Rey stereo mask on, thinking you can fly high. You wondering, will you get dusted like another angel in December? Can't remember, get dismembered by ideas I spin to your Achilles. You ain't building trash, cash out the monument, cash out the moment. So if you wanna disown it, my flow is cold as an Antarctic. You ain't sparking it, your flame is lame as an arson attempt. You ain't kept your attempt dented with a breath, wasted, vented. Ever enter effervescence, trespassing onto the land you ain't even asked to be on yet. Death to the death metalogic. I rip heads down to grains, open up lanes, watching the waves come in. Gremlins under the brims, seen with lenses only be a mother could love. So don't thinking you stunning me now. Sucker MCs better kick a verse, no need to rehearse. Either you can rip it or you can spit off the dome. Don't you know? Hold your breath underwater, tricking minds, they sinking in. Just like Harry Houdini caught the paramedics, cause a tank about to bust. Whipping minds, I clutch in hands like the force in Vader's palms. You ain't the nicest around, you're just an emblem rapper. You just got jacked, slacking packs, slime and swine. Got fleas that flew over the cuckoo's nest. I address those who's abreast of the situation without creating panic. Aimless, entertain, sustain, open games, propane, low main, low brow, the child, Roman versus now. We holding the middle for merchants.
Toggle the off switch on. I'm in a configuration that's a little hard to get out of. Before you quit, I would like to admit that it was nice having you as a rival, even though I won each and every single battle. A radical display of heroism. Kids don't do heroin. I channel from within my inner strength, honey, like ESPN. I recommend my guidance. You are about to get violated. Off tee shots, I do not use a driver. In hybrid moments, I conspire to take the crown and become the monarch. Go shopping in Denmark, across the Atlantic on Amazon. I hold a discounted blade that I got from auction. The antique store merchant, laughing upon purchase, gave me the goosebumps like R.L. Stein. Wedged my foot in between the third and fourth discs of his spine and yelled, never mind. I ain't buying it.
No, don't! Hey!
Your raps are not sick. I'm the predistinguished virus. Mr. Yo hits for the cycle, back-to-back titles like Michael, rings bigger than waves that are tidal. I'll meet you there at the water's edge, where hangs in the air are several mermaids by the hairs of their heads. The winter lager tastes best during winter. When she is spread out wide, I can see inside her. Butterflies develop from caterpillars. How many more times do I have to tell ya? I'm a vampire/Batman like Rob Pattinson. Relax and take notes. 814 hardcore or narrative prose. I'm so very ready to be over this already. Ray Tossum hides in the bushes undercover like a pussy. The monkey's paw saw what it meant to see. You are not mental. My attitude differs depending on my issues. My mood sometimes suffers from a seasonal depression during summer. Son, I come through with the icicle sword. The scrolls were old that we found submerged in the temple. Mr. Yo supplements what the ingredients call for with what he actually wants. Kathleen keeps her mouth fixated in a permanent pout. Kid, I'm Anna with the fucking darts.
Sheep Lord, Sheep Lord, Sheep Lord coming displaying odds. Burning it down in Scotland Yard. Old scrolls folded like broke TV screens. Coming with more heat than the twin suns on Tatooine. Chaotically intense as hurricane corridors. Burn you like Odie eaters. Buried in the floorboards. Balls crossfaded like Vader. Douse your crew with cement shoes. It's high noon somewhere. Tied for time. Enter the matrix of mind's eye. Q's rifle, sniper scope, diet tokes. Maybe quotes. Roasted folks burnt to a crisp. Like Howard the Duck on various TV shows. Equip shots off the rip. Splice down your kidneys and spleen. I'm the doctor attending. Emcees thinking they pretending. This ain't wrestling, nothing staged around here. Y'all taking mescaline with a lot of excrement. I'm episodic like 9 fills. I'm on the bill. I'm performing open flow surgery. Y'all nervous be, y'all should be.
Sweetheart, anything.
How do you expect me to be there right this second? It'll take me at least 2 minutes to get. I'm wearing a coat like Maleficent. You couldn't trace my patterns too complex for even Pythagoras. Theorems that mirror the Flash paradox. Fuck Marvel. I take a photographer, shove her in the bathroom, and she didn't come out until tomorrow. I'm making thriller films like What For? Watch this. Whore get naked and violated with the ass end of weapons. She said she was submissive, but that ambition went missing when the knife play foreplay turned into requiring a couple of stitches. I expand my view past Saturn. I'm rapping dark matter, Kiwi magician girl. We duel like Yugimoto and Yami Yugi. Chaos theory, hyperdimension, realizations from a pixelated vision formed fragmented stems that were eventually blended to achieve the birth of children. I was a creation. Step to the line, kid, and throw your darts. This is blatant anarchy. Combat boots on like the Columbine shooting. I am not worried. If you see me on the streets, you ask me how I am doing. I was a boy genius like Jimmy Neutron. In the yard like Lawn, Mr. Yo Sheep Lord and George Stark live life for the experiences. I'm throwing a discus like Baptiste, play of the game, highlight introduction. I shine bright like projectors. Protective measures were not used when I fucked her. I just didn't give her my number. Mr. Yo's an escort, tumbling pro like Simone Biles. It's hard to be excited when the situation is desperate. More times than not, I am negative.
02.
What do you think, darling? Tell me, do I seem more human to you now?
Take your face, drag you through the hornet's nest. I dress the best, test, stay west and even. I'm the best even. Check the receipts coming, you got returns coming. Thundering, rumbling, stakes that it takes. I'm a breaks, now I'm cold as ice, cold as the Antarctic, so don't start it. I'm a kind of mark out and spark it. I'm at the tables eating pork and beans, rice and egg. Hit you with that pancake, I'ma still spit flames. Don't you sleep on the sheet, I'm chaos coming. Don't you know when I display odds? I throw flames lightly, John Wickham when you Uber the shit. Fully equipped to rip, fully equipped to flip with you like a table. Yank the cable out, the speaker and jet. Dead 'em on steps. So what's the sweats? I don't run tracks so we can meet. I run beats so I can spit flames and burn them in the street. I don't greedily, I eat off your plate friendly. Don't you dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Ignite the sight, sniper on snipes. Mind the blight, hit you with the pomade technique. 5 foot step death. Dead 'em like a ref. Hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Check it. I'm psychotic when I'm antibiotic. MCs don't even know when I'm absorbing it. Destroy MCs, recording it, recombinate. You ain't got the shit, but you debate. I eat off your plate. I dead him like a dead TV. Hit you with no pixels on. Y'all can't even address the best. Even in the universe with Steven, I got minds looking like an amoeba. Y'all just gyrating. I'm genetically gifted, telekinetically, lyrically mind battling, transmitted in topicals. Y'all seeing shit through your optical. I got these illusions hitting you with contusions, confusion, conductive, conducive. Y'all ain't got shit but beatdowns and abuses.
Everybody's got to learn sometimes. Everybody.
Hey, I know that ring.
Is there something about it that interests you? Here, allow me to give it to you as a gift. Well, isn't that odd? The ring fits you perfectly. I have to admit, I feel like I've met you before somewhere. Tell me, miss, do you happen to remember me?
Season the meat before you stuff it in the oven. I'm baking tracks like Chef Gordon, on the track like Jeff Gordon. I discard a card to cast it with madness. My free writtens are the fiercest. You couldn't come near this. In public, she sucks on my thumb, kid. I said what I said. In the shed you may find what you're looking for, except I wouldn't look too hard. This album is 50 plus minutes of lyrics from 3 of your favorite MCs in existence. I keep the tether on my homies like Mercy. They say thanks for the leash. The task is not completed until I say it is. I'm the one who moves the pieces. Her face was painted like Wa Queen Phoenix is. She came in and said, ooh woo, babe, my blade cuts through you, Mr. Yo, aka the brains of any operation. Put the lingerie in the washing machine to clean it. This thing is augmented Don't agitate the kid when he's spittin'. Mr. Yo is in the lobby chillin' with a briefcase by his side the size of a small child, writing rhymes on his Palm Pilot, and you already know he shines the brightest. Shiro in G-Word eating chocolate with a mockingbird. Sheeplord passes me the microphone and I grabbed it like a nutsack, recorded a track, and then handed it right back. The Reborn formula enhanced my taste buds. You are irresponsible if you have a problem and do nothing about it. We prosecuted a shoplifter from a Dollar General store in Dallas. I am a collector of several fur animal pelts that I wear around my waist like veneal. And son, I don't even hunt. If it is help that you want, you're gonna have to look somewhere else. I'm over trying to figure out things for everyone else with little to no compensation. Not even a single thank you. I told her to dye her hair blue. 3 Emcees consist of the same number of members as Alkaline Trio. Do you remember when? How could I forget? A dermal piercing is anchored underneath the skin. I think we should get closer to her in case she attempts to move. I'm Casey Anthony when she derobes, Annette Schwartz when she deep throats. Mr. Yo is Dope when it comes to verse. Don't act like he coerced you into having sex with him. If I had to bet, you were probably asking for it. Bodies found laying in the open were decomposing in the soil, ordered in a row from youngest to oldest. A road warrior contemplates his purpose. A student shows off her new dress. Her shoes were the first things to come off once we went to bed. Kid, I'm wearing all black like the men. I stay crystallized for a really long time.
Wrote this heat in the 6th, most of you won't get it to the 7th. I'm here to analyze like Shaq and Kenny Smith. Dead him on the 5th riff on what's ripped. Slit minds like throats, I'm dope enough to rinse you off like soap. Quote posted, rewrote you like fiction. Fantasy your final, so it's on paper. Cold as ice, been thrown white like rice. Throwback corner the thriller, been a nightcap right to that. Night quarter, Lord Darkness. I'm the starter, you ain't. I'm cool with coming off the bench. Dead him on the grandest stage. Y'all lucky like it's the Friday the 13th. Give me the title shot to Reynolds rap. Once I enter the ring and push you off the edge, I'm the soul blade. Cold claims, road flames, Ghost Rider. Slice time wider, break them down like Dutch Masters and Phillies. Smoke them like bakeries, got that cake. Emcees can't see me like John Cena. It's like Superman getting a subpoena. It's like seeing Batman get unmasked. It's like Wonder Woman in a gangbang. It's like Jean Grey going back to never coming back. It's like Deadpool actually dying and not coming back. It's the end of the world like Unicron's winning. It's like a Tommy going black and uncensored. It's like a Nario and Cairo coming out of retirement. Y'all losing weight off the decks of trim. Calisthenics dead, I'm on weights. I'm off the grave, let's break beats. With minds and divide by time. I might can got you. It's like flows, sick that bang zoom. Can you get a clue like a mixtape? This is just a sample of what I got handled. This is just a few minutes of pain.
Shit is just unrelentless. Like really, it actually is. Just straight lyrics over boom bap fucking beats. How many breaks, just look back on it, how many breaks did we actually give throughout this tape? I mean, there might have been a sample here and there. You know, the beat might have breathed for a little bit, maybe a little bit at the beginning of this intro and outro. But really, how much did we breathe during this tape? And that's just volume 2. That's just the amount of lyrics, and that's just the amount of lyrics and ideas we come with. There's really not enough time on a single tape. There's really not enough time. There's really not. just the sheer quantity of words is unreal. Unfucking real. And we just bring it at you consistently. Quality. You know, this tape could probably be 20, 21, 20 some tracks. But you know what? We found this formula. We found this little formula. And I think it's working out pretty well. You know, from volume 1 to infinity. Volume whatever, however high we can go. But you already fucking know. It's the 3 Emcees, baby. It's the hardcore lyrical mindbenders. The bad boys in the box. The top tier team in the league. This is international hip-hop. This is George Stark. This is Mr. Yo. This is the sheepish Lord of Chaos. We got the man behind the beats, the man on the boards, JR Samples from Arizona. I got my boy from the UK on the mixes, on every single one of these joints, on every single one of these tracks, just like Volume 1. Bleach Merchant from the UK. What's up, bro? And we just be killing it. We be killing them. And we be going so hard, I may say, we be killing ourselves. 3 Emcees. Volume 2.